Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Laws of Community. Starting right on time today. Look at us go. That it's been, I think, a couple of weeks. I don't know. Sometimes we're on time, sometimes we're late. Nonetheless, we very much appreciate you being here with us, whether you watch us live or you watch the replay or you listen to us on your favorite podcast platform, whatever it is. Welcome. We are glad to have you here. My name is Hanna Sumrall. I am going to be doing this by myself today. Ron is not able to join me, but that's okay because, this is my week anyways. So might as well, show myself some self-love and just put myself out there and say it's okay to just be me because I'm awesome anyways without Ron. He just enhances. That's all. He just enhances the experience, just like I do for him. And soon enough, he will probably be on without me, as, we are looking forward to welcoming our firstborn son into the world very soon. Within the next couple of weeks, we are actually going to have a couple of recorded episodes coming out during those weeks that we are hoping are going to be, a perfect timing is the plan for us to have recordings going out and a newborn. That way we don't have to worry as much about doing the show, but you guys still get content. You still get to meet a new guest. And, not everyone is able to be here, obviously, at the specific time every single week, but they still want to be a guest. So we like to offer that. And if you want to be a guest yourself, that is good for you to know. That way, if you can't make the specific time, it's okay. Don't worry. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, if you want to be a guest, but you can't make the time, don't worry about it because we can record ahead of time. So yeah, otherwise, this is Laws of Community every single week. Apply to be a guest to get your brand out there. But other than that, to get my brand out there, I wanted to once again announce and remind you that I am doing a pay what you can opportunity through Crystal Dragon Illumination, and that is for a tarot reading. So if you are interested in that, just message the business page and we can get you taken care of. Alrighty, self-love. Let's see. So yeah, this week is the last episode of July. So, goodbye July, welcome August. And this is our self-love episode. So this is my episode child, as we like to say, because the homeless to home free is Ron's. This one is mine. And the other two we kind of equally claim. But, to go on to self-love, I just wanted to say, I have been personally trying to implement a self-care Sunday, self-love Sunday, and, making sure that I take time every single week, even if it's not Sunday or it's like Saturday or Monday, I'm like, I do something. So I want to encourage you to do the same, is take some time at some point during the week, every single week, to take some time for yourself. Nonetheless, I would like to now introduce my guest for the day, who will be speaking more on self-love, and giving you a couple of tips, letting you know how she helps others with self-love as well. And I don't even think I have up what I need. Give me just 2 seconds, guys, while I find it. Here it is. Okay. I got this. Anyways, so welcoming now, we have our guest of the day is Miss Amanda Clower. She is the owner and CEO of Our Land Candles, a home fragrance company to help women relax by creating a comfortable, clean space with a welcoming aroma through quality home fragrance products. So, welcome, Amanda, and thank you for joining us here today on Laws of Community.
Hi, it's glad to be here.
Yes, glad to have you. And I absolutely love your background. Like, I must say, that is some self love right there, just to get yourself outside, I would say.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day up here, so it's like, why not come outside and do the recording outside with, and like the background's really nice too because it's like open spaces, fresh air, breeze is kind of coming through. So why not step outside for a few minutes to be able to get the fresh air in?
I absolutely love it. And if you don't mind sharing with me, I'm in New Mexico, so it is quite warm. Is it warm outside where you are?
It's pretty warm today. Like I'm up here in Western Pennsylvania. So it's like it's pretty warm, but like comfortable, at least for me. Like everyone kind of messes with me because it's like when I'm comfortable, everyone else is hot. Uh, so it's like it's comfortable for me at least. So it might be a little warm for some others.
There you go. Yeah, I see you actually have a jacket on there too. So you're definitely stronger than I
Yeah,
am.
because
That's for sure.
and yeah, because inside I'm really cold because the AC is always going, and then I'm like cold inside, but then comfortable outside. So
But hey, who cares what other people think, as long as you're taking care of yourself. That is more
exactly,
important. And
exactly.
kind of goes along with our theme today, I feel like, as well.
Yes. Yeah, I just do it like being, true to yourself and taking care of yourself in your way is what is key.
Yeah, most definitely. So do you want to start out by just, giving maybe a general introduction further from what I said, introduction of yourself though?
All right. Yep. So, in addition to what Hannah said, like I'm big into like the like wellness space of like being healthy and like making sure you're taking good care of yourself because there's a lot of, like chemicals in our foods and so processed. So like not just taking care of our like physical selves with good nutrition and physical exercise, like being able to take care of your mental health too is super important. Like just all aspects, like not just one or two thing areas, like all mental, physical, nutrition, all of that is all together. So that's kind of what I like to focus on is just all aspects of overall well-being as a person, and I try to help others with that too. Like especially with the mental space, because like I know I've had my mental issues and with trying to overcome them and then wanting to like share that with others to help others out too as well. It's all important to me.
Yeah, I love that you say that, because we talk a lot, especially because we have a self-empowerment week as well. But that and self-love, we both weeks we like to talk about how you have to build yourself up and you have to fill your cup before you can go out and actually help other people and build up other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I know like for years I would just go, go, go and not stop. But now I've been implementing like guilt-free like evenings or days where like I don't do anything and like I put that in to where it's like okay, if I'm not at work or not doing too much, like like schedule that in like this is my guilt-free day to not do anything and to relax and just take that day for myself to just calm my nerves, calm my body and mind from all the like the stimulus of working and so it's like having that one like guilt-free day of each week to relax out. Like it just recharges me for the rest of the week. And I'm really glad that I've been able to implement.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And I wish that for like everyone in the world, that we would have those opportunities and the time to be able to take time for ourselves and just not worry about anything else. And but
Yeah.
not everyone is, sadly not everyone has the luxury of actually being able to take a decent amount of time, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, because like I started out small, like because like I know some people have it harder. Like even if it's like an hour to where you have to yourself, like an hour is always better than nothing to take that time for yourself to relax.
Yeah, I feel like even just taking a moment to mindfully consume something, whatever it is, if you're physically like eating something or you're like watching something, just to do that mindfully and like almost make an extra step out of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because like I even do that too. Like even on the days that I don't give myself that guilt-free day, like I'll make sure I find like bits and pieces throughout my day, like even if it's 5 minutes just to kind of regroup myself because I get overwhelmed sometimes. So it's like I need to bring myself in, take a few deep breaths, and calm my nerves before I like continue with whatever I'm working on. So because I leads to burnout, and we don't need burnout in our lives.
Yeah, 110%. And it kind of sucks because the number of burnout specific coaches is just increasing because the amount of people who actually get burnout is therefore increasing. And our society, I feel like our society really does not it doesn't it doesn't facilitate a good and healthy amount of self-love because everything has turned to go go do. You have to get the next carrot, you have to do the next thing, you can't slow down at all. Would you agree?
I would for sure agree with that because like I know like I've been like growing up. That's kind of and like even in like my like younger adult like even though I'm still a young adult, like it's still like that like younger adult like trying to like unlearn the go 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 mentality and like learning that it's okay to take a break and relax and then once I started implementing, I'm like, okay, I can see why people say like slow down, like you don't need to keep going because you're not going to get much of anywhere if you don't take time to recharge. And then I saw this one quote is like, you won't let your phone battery die, so why would you let yourself do that? And I thought that was super powerful with everyone on technology and having their phones and computers and everything else. It's like you won't let them die, so why are you letting yourself, lose battery without recharging?
Oh my goodness. It is so funny that you say that because one of my mentors actually shared that that picture with me. I don't know if it was this week or the week before, but I thought the same way. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes like 110% sense because everything needs that moment of just recharging literally.
Yep.
um So do you by chance have any tips of how, maybe we could recharge on the go and quickly get that in with our fast-paced society that we have now?
Like I know one thing that I do regularly that helps is like I'll put like my hand on my heart and just like take a few deep breaths. Like I wouldn't recommend doing it while you're driving, but like if you're like able to like sit there for or stand there for like 5 minutes or a few minutes to put your like do deep breaths, hand on your heart, and like and just like know like it's going to be okay. That's one thing that helps me calm my nerves a lot in just a minute or two. Um, and it's like with a lot of people having their phones on them, like if you need to just like take down notes, like I'll do that too. It's just like, even if it's on like the note app of your phone, like just jot what you're feeling down to be able to like get it off your chest and everything. Like I'll do that, like if I'm out and about, like write something down just to kind of free up mind space, and so I can focus more clearly on the task that I have in front of me.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I have a whole list right here beside me that is like filled front to back of things that I need to get done. And I'm like, I just need to write it down. I got to get it out of my head. I got to write it down. That way, maybe I'll be a step closer to getting it done. And I find when I personally do write something down, it's more likely to get done.
Yeah.
So okay. So I'm not the only one, at least. I feel like, it manifests a little bit better whenever you put it in another, in a physical form, I guess would be.
Yeah, because that's what I do. Like I have a couple whiteboards at my house. So then when I'm at home, like I can be able to write it on my whiteboard and being like, and
Ooh.
it's kind of like my like mental note to myself. Like if I write it down, my fiance sees it, and then we're like holding, like he's holding me accountable because I put it up on the board. So it's like me and him both holding myself accountable to get it done. So it's like not just like alleviating like all that stress, like having it bottled up, but it's like, okay, it's out now. It's like, okay, me and my fiance see this, so if we want to clear off the whiteboard, we got to get the stuff done.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love that. And I hate right now, I had a whiteboard for that specifically, but it's now like in another location for something else, and it's driving me crazy. I need it back. That way we can do that as well,
Yeah.
because it really does work,
Yes.
to keep each other accountable. So I did want to get on to, talking about your business that you have. So if you want to introduce your business to the audience as well, that would be awesome.
All right. Yep. So I'm founded and the owner CEO of Our Lamb Candles. So I make all my candles and wax melts from hand, and like I come up with my own blends. So like they're kind of in their like seasonal categories right now. We got some like few extra projects I'm brewing up to do here down the road, of like reed diffusers and aromatherapy line, to like really bring out that relaxing feature that I have, and what I kind of promote with my business of what I want to do with it. Yep. So like everything's a home fragrance business focus, to where we can, relax at the end of our day. Like, like let's light a candle, and or put like a wax melt on the warmer to, with our favorite scents, to like read or watch TV, relax that way, and just enjoy the company of ourselves, and give us that like self-love treat that we need to implement in our lives.
Awesome, awesome. I love that you have some new stuff that you're rolling out as well. I look
Yep.
forward to seeing what that's all about. And I love that it goes with exactly what we've been saying. Just take that time, that second. And I like to do it as well, just breathing for a moment,
Yeah.
because a lot of the times, like, a lot of people don't realize, but they don't even take a full breath. Have
Yeah.
you ever heard that?
Yeah, like I've heard it and seen it, and like I can see that with myself too, where I'm just like feel like I'm just kind of like in my moments where I'm like not breathing as much as I should be, and I'm like, okay, so I need to take a minute to like get those deep breaths in, so then and make sure I have that
Yeah.
oxygen and good air in me.
Yeah. It really is important. Like, literally, we use less of our lung capacity, like like at least less than 50%, I'm pretty sure, and end up breathing like with our shoulders, whereas you're supposed to breathe like nice and deep and with your belly and everything. And, just getting
Yeah.
a decent breath in can really calm a lot of anxiety and a lot of nerves more than I think a lot of people give it credit for.
Oh, absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Well, all right. I do have a random question off of the topic of self-love. Would you mind if I asked?
That's okay.
It still has to do with candles, okay? So I'm I'm wondering how
Okay.
how often how often do you need to put a new wax melt into your wax melt candle thing? Because I never know when to change those.
Usually it depends on the brand you get, because like I've noticed before I started making my own, and even when I was in like my testing phase, it just depends on which brand and what type of wax they're using. Like soy waxes tend to last longer, so like you can put a soy wax melt in your warmer, and they can go for days. And like if you're and then like the longer you leave your warmer on, the shorter the time that that wax melt's gonna uh last. But like usually soy waxes and more quality brands would be able to last longer than others.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess I just need to smell it and see if it still smells good or not, huh?
Yeah, that's what I sometimes do too, but like then I end up getting nose blind with smelling the same scents over again. So sometimes I'll go step outside and then walk back in, since I'm working with the same fragrances quite a bit. So it's like I tend to get a little bit nose blind, but yeah, they should last a few days if they're soy, and then like yeah, they would last a few days.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you answering my kind of random
Oh,
question.
it's
But
okay.
I've also heard, and I think we were at a place one time, but coffee beans are like a nose palate cleanser, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so yeah, you might keep a bag of coffee around. That way you can cleanse your nostrils out.
Oh, I'll have to do that because I have coffee grounds around the corner, so I'll be able to pull that out when I need it.
For sure. Well, and you did have a promotional offer that you wanted to share with the audience today, didn't you?
Yep. So right now, for the next few days, we are running a 30% off when you spend $15 or more on wax melts. So so that'll probably end up being like two wax melts, and then you get 30% off.
Awesome, awesome. And then I think we also had, let's see. I don't know if we had it on here, but your email list. You had an email list for people to sign up on as well.
Yep, they
Correct?
can be able to. Yep, they can be able to go to my website ourlandcandles.com, and there'll be the pop-up box to sign up, or you can scroll down on that homepage to be able to sign up. And when you sign up, you're able to get 10% off your first order.
Ooh, awesome, awesome. So yeah, definitely go check out her page. Find you some candles, get 10% off. And yeah, so we're about to the end of our time pretty soon here. Start wrapping it up. I did have one more question for you. Actually, a question came in from our audience technically today, but Ron, my co-host who is usually on, wanted to make sure that I asked you, what is your number one law of community?
Um, just being, honest and loving towards one another. like whether it's towards yourself or you know, your circle, just being able to have that trust and loyalty and honesty, and of course, you know, having the love of yourself and the others in your circle.
Awesome, awesome. I absolutely love it. I love that you're all about, everyone else, not just yourself, because a lot of the world today is definitely self-absorbed. And this is about self-love, but we're community building as well, so you got to juggle it and get the best of both worlds basically.
Absolutely.
Wow, I love it. You did great, Amanda. Thank you so much for being able to join me today. And I look forward to anything we get to do together in the future as well.
Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to be here and be a guest, and I look forward to uh, the work we do together here in the future.
For sure. Well, and I will let you get back to it so that way you can do whatever else it is that you have on your agenda next. But yeah, once again, thank you, and we will chat again soon, Amanda.
Yep, thank you. It's chat soon.
Alrighty, thanks. Well, guys, that's about it for today. So yes, Ron says hi from across the interwebs. He is watching and making sure that I don't mess it up and I get those questions in. That's mostly his question too, though. I just think it's cool to talk about building community in general. And if you don't have a number one law of community, I think that's okay. But, he likes to ask, and we love him for it. Nonetheless, don't forget we do have the Pay What You Can tarot reading special going until August 15th. Yeah, if you would like to be a guest, be sure to reach out. Other than that, join us again next week, same time, same place, and we will be on to new beginnings next week. And yeah, so besides that, much love to you guys. Thank you to everyone who joined me live. I'm going to cut out just a bit early tonight because I'm not sure what else to say. My word man is not here to say words for me and continue talking. So we are going to wrap it up. Be sure to give yourself some self-love, whether it's today, whether it's on Sunday. Find one day of the week. Give yourself some self-love. You deserve it, most definitely. Other than that, I guess that's it. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your night. Love y'all.